Welcome to Lesson 3 on Alice, and I want to discuss 3D movement. It's important that you have some concept of what the difference is between a 2D and a 3D game. If you think of a classic 2D game, you might think of Pac-Man. Okay, you can move your little chomper guy up, you can move him down, you can move him left, and you can move him right. So he's basically in 2 dimensions, and he can move in 4 directions. But if you think of a 3D object like our penguin, and here we'll draw our little penguin guy. That looks great. In a 3D world, he can go up, he can go down, he can go left, he can go right. But he can also go forward, and he can go backwards. Okay, isn't that nice? Oh, what a drawing. So in the 3D world, we call that 6 degrees of freedom. Now, let's take a look at our little guy. You can see we have these camera controls at the bottom. Let's take a look at what those are. This control on the left is up and down. You can see it moves our camera's point of view up and down, or left and right. Okay, this middle one, we can go backwards, forwards, or forwards and backwards. And we got those backwards, I think. And then we can rotate the camera as well. You can also kind of click in the middle and do both. And then we have the tilt. And we're tilting it up, and we're tilting the camera down. Isn't that nice? Now, as other ways to move, we have, we're in single view, we have all these different methods up here, all these little faces. Right now we're on the little white arrow, which comes up and says move objects freely. So I can take our little guy and I can move him freely around. Whee! Okay, now let's take a look at what each one of these guys do. If I click on this one here, this little face, this says move objects up and down. So, obviously, when I move the mouse, he's going to move up and down. Okay. Let's try this one. Turn objects left and right with the mouse. See, now I'm turning him. All right. And I want you to notice what he's moving on. We talked about the 6 degrees of freedom. There's basically 3 axes he's moving along. This up, down, this left, right, and the forward, backward. You see the little lines in there? Let's change his filling style to points so we can see better. And then let's move in. And you can see that there are 3 lines here. There's this kind of blue-green aqua line going here. There's another greenish line coming out, and then there's this little purple line. And my cat is attacking me. Cat, get off the keyboard. And these are the things. This center point here is exactly what that's what it is. It's a center point. Everything moves along this center point. So we'll turn him back on so we can see him, and we'll continue on with our little lesson here. We can, as you can see, he spins around that center point. All right, let's do the next one. This one moves him forward and backwards. Okay, and all right, my computer's going crazy. That's nice. Come on, little penguin. Clearly I need some more processing power here at the Routhier house. Alright. Now, this one here tumbles an object. So if we click on that, I don't think you can see it very well. Alright, well, try this at home. Try this at your computer. Try making him tumble. This particular one, let's see if this works. This is called resize, and I click on him, and he gets big or he gets really little. Okay, this is a really fun one to mess with. And the last little happy face, what it does is it copies the object. So if I click on my penguin, come on, I know you can do it. You can see up here it's created a second penguin. I clicked twice, so it should actually create a third one. Here's my first penguin, and when it creates a second object, yep, they're good. There's the third one. It just puts a number after it. So it just created penguin 2, and it created penguin 3. Okay. Well, it's probably about, I'm going to show you this effect subpart thing, but it's probably time to reboot my computer so I can get a better shot at this. So, mess around with this, and then check out lesson 4. We'll get into this subparts.